أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. أياما معدودات. فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر. وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين. فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له. وأن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم. ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر. يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون.
O ye who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may become righteous. The prescribed fasting is for a fixed number of days. But whoso among you is sick or is on a journey shall fast the same number of days. And for those who are able to fast only with great difficulty is an expiation, the feeding of a poor man. And whoso performs a good work with willing obedience, it is better for him, and fasting is good for you, if you only knew. The month of Ramadan is that in which the Quran was sent down as a guidance for mankind, with clear proofs of guidance and discrimination. Therefore, whosoever of you is present at home in this month, let him fast therein. But whoso is sick or is on a journey shall fast the same number of other days. Allah desires to give you facility, and He desires not hardship for you, and that you may complete the number, and that you may exalt Allah for His having guided you, and that you may be grateful. And when my servants ask thee about me, say, I am near. I answer the prayer of the supplicant when he prays to me. So they should hearken to me and believe in me, that they may follow the right way.
My name is Naeem Arshad, and it is my honor on behalf of Ahmadiyya Muslim community of Masroor Mosque to welcome you at this second iftar dinner at Masroor Mosque in the month of Ramadan, a month of fasting. Our program is very short today, and the intention of this program is to give everyone a chance to meet and greet with each other and discuss Islam, Ramadan, or anything else you may be wanting to talk about in a more informal way tonight. So I hope you already had the chance to visit our Quran exhibition inside the prayer hall. If not, please visit it before you leave tonight. Additionally, we have a small gift bag for all of our guests tonight, so please do not forget to take one, and it will be available next to the exhibition later on today. Later, I will be briefly talking about Ramadan and fasting, which we're all here to observe today. But permit me to say a few words about the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Muslims who believe in the Messiah, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, India, who came to revive and bring about a renaissance in the faith, who came to unite the mankind under one banner, the banner of peace, love, justice, morality, and intolerance. Ahmadiyya Muslim community is a dynamic and fast-growing international movement within Islam. It was founded in 1889 by Ahmad the Messiah. The community, ladies and gentlemen, spans over 200 countries with membership exceeding tens of millions. The Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA, established in 1920. It is an oldest organized American Muslim organization in USA. And Ahmad the Messiah claimed to be the metaphorical second coming of Jesus of Nazareth and the divine guide whose advent was foretold by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Ahmad al-Islam, the Messiah, said in one of his books, "Message of peace, religion is worth the name only." Ahmad al-Islam, the Messiah, said in one of his books, Message of Peace, "Religion is worth the name only so long as it is in consonance with reason. If it fails to satisfy that requisite, if it has to make up for its discomfiture in argument by handling the sword, it needs no other argument for its falsification. The sword it wields cuts its own throat before reaching others." Ladies and gentlemen, 5 spiritual leaders have succeeded Ahmad the Messiah since his demise in 1908. The community's 5th and current spiritual head, Mirza Masroor Ahmad, resides in the United Kingdom. We had an honor and pleasure of hosting His Holiness at the inauguration of this Masroor Mosque on November 3rd, 2018. Addressing the guests who came to attend the reception, Hazur reminded the congregation of the immense responsibility that today lies on not just believers in faith, but humans generally, and this generation specifically. Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ayyadullah Ta'ala, prayed, and I quote, "From the depth of my heart, I pray that after we have departed this world, our children and future generations remember us with love and affection. May they affirm that their elders spared no effort to foster a spirit of love, peace, and brotherhood amongst mankind, and to leave behind a peaceful and enlightened world surely the alternative does not bear thinking about. End of quote. At this point, I would request to watch a short video that we have put together. So I request audio video team to please play this video.
Special mention is made to fulfilling the rights of one's neighbors. Muslims are taught to love and protect their neighbors and to be ever ready to help them in their times of need. In times of grief and despair, we will always be there to wipe away the tears of our neighbors and to support and comfort them. That Islam is completely opposed to all forms of extremism, terrorism, or violence. It condemns in the strongest possible terms any attempts to violate freedom of belief and freedom of conscience. Under no circumstances does Islam permit coercion or force in the matter of religion.
Your Holiness, we welcome you to Baltimore. You honor us with your presence, and you inspire us by your leadership. The communities that you lead have helped build a stronger and more peaceful Baltimore, Maryland, and America. And your leadership has been global in communities around the world. Your message of peace and love are desperately needed now more than ever before. And you inspire us by your presence and your words here in Baltimore that we all can do better. And we very much appreciate you taking time from your global schedule to come here with your message of peace and hope for mankind. God bless.
I want to thank you all, and thank you for allowing me to be here this evening. I think that God sent this mosque to this neighborhood and to this city. I really do believe the things that we're struggling with, the difficulties we struggle with, can be helped by positive people and positive role models who can show our children the right way. We can eliminate our addiction issues. We can eliminate our educational problems and our violence if we turn towards each other, respect each other, love each other, and show that we can all live in harmony together. And that's what the city was founded for. That's what it's all about, and I can't tell you how honored I am to be here this evening. I would like to take this opportunity to offer His Holiness the key to our city and welcome him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm honored to invite you to say today something especially important. This is really an honor to be here today to welcome His Holiness to the great city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. On behalf of Philadelphians, I'd like to say to the Muslim community that your message of peace are welcome here. There certainly have been increases in hateful public rhetoric from some Americans in recent years, but I want you to know that the vast majority of Muslims are welcome and that we stand with you against hatred, prejudice, and violence. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
We are one community, we are one country, and we celebrate your opening of this beautiful mosque. We welcome you in our midst. We celebrate your spiritual legacy and what it brings to our community. It makes us better too. And I was also very honored to be able to co-author the resolution, the House resolution, welcoming your visit and you, Your Holiness, to the United States, commending your efforts to promote individual and global peace and justice, recognizing your unequivocal condemnation of extremism and violence even in the face of persecution, and praising your commitment to universal human rights, religious freedom, and democracy. We are honored to have you here today, and we look forward to worshiping for many years in this holy place. Thank you.
I have had the wonderful opportunity of being with His Holiness on, I think now 4, possibly 5 occasions over the last few years. And whenever I am in His presence, I feel the spirit of wisdom, of reconciliation, of love, and of tolerance that He brings. And I would echo what Congressman Connolly said. We need that spirit now more than ever amongst us.
The Governor appreciates your work towards peace and justice around the world and the message of service to humanity and universal human rights. These are also values we hold very dear in Virginia.
I was incredibly inspired because he reminded us that it's about love for all and hatred for no one. And at the end of the day, it's about love, compassion, justice, and that's what we need, especially in the city of Baltimore. So I was incredibly inspired and in awe that his presence was here, and it was very, very much timely.
It was a real honor to meet with His Holiness. His message of hope, of peace, of love is so desperately needed here in America and around the world. And he spent time out of his schedule to come here to our city and our state. We are deeply honored.
I was awestruck. He has a presence about him. You're just drawn. That's all I can say is you're drawn to him. His speech just brought you in even deeper. I really appreciated him saying that we will wipe your tears if you have troubles. How many people say that to you? His Holiness actually said that to us. I almost started to cry. I almost started to cry from hearing him say that we will wipe your tears.
So Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA launched a nationwide open mosque initiative during the month of Ramadan to open the doors of all its mosques across the country to the public, not only for the weekly Friday prayer services, but also a special iftar dinner, which is tonight, open mosque event on Saturday, May 18th, to share the Ramadan experience with his neighbors. Ramadan is the holiest month in Islam, when Muslims not only abstain from eating and drinking during the daytime, but more importantly, focus on self-reform of habits and character. As part of the fabric of America, since 1920, we want our fellow Americans to know that our mosques are their mosques, which is why we are hosting these open mosque events around the country to invite our fellow Americans to break bread with us and learn about their Muslim neighbors. At the time of increasing hate crimes against people of faith, Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA believes now more than ever our mosques should be open to our fellow Americans. Mosques in over 20 states have joined this initiative and will host an iftar at their mosque tonight, which is happening tonight. We'll also try to have some interviews after the event, so feel free to share your thoughts or message for our community or for community overall that we will we'll try our best to broadcast on our international channel MTA and also use that for the future events. With that, I request our President Kareemullah Kaleem to please end this session with prayers.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be among you all. We have very limited time because today at 8:17 we have to open the fast. I will reserve my comments after we open the fast. and then we will offer our prayers. Then I'll come back and we will join together in prayer before we start the dinner. Please bear with us. We are going to learn prayer.
Oh, very favorable. I had never been to the Ahmadiyya Mosque here in Prince William, and so this was a very pleasant experience, great company. I enjoyed hearing information about your faith, and I especially enjoyed the meal. I think it's very important so that in a diverse community like Prince William County, that all faith groups, all nationalities, all belief systems, all demographics ought to spend time together, because with time comes understanding. Well, to be honest, this was really only my second exposure. I did attend an iftar dinner, I believe it was 2 years ago at Garfield High School, that the mosque had hosted. And but I think that the mosque does very commendable work. You're engaged in a number of areas around the community, and you have a very good program of reaching out to other faiths. And with all that comes understanding. Just that I thoroughly enjoy myself, and I appreciate being here, and I look forward to being back.
I'm very interested in what you are doing, and how you're involved in the community, and very happy to see a nice facility. It's good for people to see what other religions are, and so there's no questions. It answers a lot of questions. I don't know. This is my second exposure. Once I had an exposure, I think about 15 or 20 years ago, so I'm still forming an opinion. Yes, I like the part where Ahmadiyyan philosophy and religion teaches tolerance, and I feel bad for the animosity towards Ahmadiyyans in many countries, including Pakistan, and I hope that people will open their eyes towards it.
This is my first time of actually visiting a mosque, and so it was very interesting to come in and see the mosque and see what the Muslim faithfuls, how they break fast. So it was very important for me to come and see it, personally, than just watching it on TV. It is very important, particularly for those of us who are non-Muslims, because those of us who live in the United States, we see all the kind of events that are going on, and coming here and actually meeting Muslims, knowing that the Muslims are people like me, I can see their faces, they can see mine, they have blood that's flowing in their veins, and so it's good for this kind of rapprochement between Muslims and non-Muslims. And so it was very important for me to come here and actually commune in dinner, not only watching them breakfast, but actually sharing dinner with them. And so I think that's very important. I've seen some boards in here that the message is universal. The message is message of peace and love, which transcends religion. And so that was very insightful, seeing that the work that the Muslim community here is doing to foster peace and love, particularly in the United States. And so I think it's a wonderful thing to actually come here and see it. Well, thank you. Just that such events should multiply or continue, so that we get to know each other and foster peace and unity in the country.
Well, first, all the people were very nice when I came in. They welcomed me. It was a little rainy, and somebody escorted me in. And, people were very welcoming. I noticed that it looks really nice in here. And, the people was the first thing I saw, that it was very welcoming. So, because I think that in society today, there's a lot of misconceptions. You see different people on TV, and then when you come in person, you really see what's actually happening. Because a lot of times you get misconceptions from what you hear until you actually come, and you're like, oh, this is totally different. It's not even. It's so nice. People are so great, and you only know that by being in a place like this. I think it's important, especially here in the United States, that we have freedom of religion. That it's important that we're able to be able to express ourselves and to be able to spread our religion to help others come. Because I think that collectively together we all believe the same things. We all want to be happy. We all want to raise our children and be prosperous. And I think it's very important that we'll be able to do that freely. Thank you for having me today. I look forward to coming back and hopefully bringing my family to experience the same thing, because this is a unique opportunity, and I'm glad that you guys had this for us.